guys, so I am having a slight dilemma. I feel like I've been doing kind of okay, kind of good with uploading videos regularly, but I'm getting to a point where it's going to be very difficult because I have a competition cosplay that needs to be finished by the end of the month, and I want to do a Moana cosplay on top of that. So I'm just having trouble balancing my time. I can focus all my energy on those two cosplays, or I can focus my energy on making videos. I feel like I can't do both. So I'm gonna try and combine it a little bit, at least for a little while. This is not what I wanted, but here we are. It's not gonna be a create along by any means. It's gonna be kind of like a vlog or an update. I want to do a create along for Moana, but we'll see what happens. This is who I am cosplaying. Her name is, I think it's Eitaso. I don't know how to pronounce this, but that's her name. She is a character from Phantom of the Kill, but she's also part of like a J-pop girl group. They made characters for each member of the group. I remember just seeing her and her character design, and I'm like, these colors are my life. And her character is very like smiley and stuff, even though, you know, she's fighting and, you know, but she's still smiling. And I feel like I do probably more than average smiling, so I can identify with her in that. And I really love the color palette. I'll show you what I have so far. Here is my white skirt that goes under the other skirt. There's going to be a petticoat under this, but yes, this is pretty poofy. And then here is my petal skirt. When I mocked these out, I kind of had them like this, so it looks more petal-like, but since the pleats are so set in, they're kind of sitting more like this. So I don't know. I mean, I guess this still looks like a petal. I might like put a little tack under here just to keep it open, because it is not trying to stay open. Once you open it, then you can't see the orange so much, but I don't know. The jacket that goes over the vest, this is not bias tape. This is like stretchy gold fabric, which is nice because you can just cut it in strips instead of cutting it on the bias. So here is a sleeve kind of mock-up situation. I was having a lot of trouble with the sleeves. These are opaque, but her actual sleeves are sheer. But they kind of stick up like this. The only way that I know how to make them stick up like that is by using wire. I thought about using fabric stiffener, but it would just make it stiff and not necessarily stick up unless I could put it on something that would hold it in that position. I don't know. I made it with this opaque just to play around. I sewed this little top stitching, and I tried to put the wire in here, but it's really hard to like get it in there. So I think I'm gonna get some white coated wire and then sandwich two of the sheer pieces of fabric together. I will glue the wire, like I'll lay the wire out and then glue the two pieces together so that they could stay on the wire. Here's my vest, and it's too long, so I used the pattern for this and for this. For this one, this is the sleeve, and then I kind of made this based off of the sleeve to give me that shape. The skirts, I just made my own patterns for that. I have to cut this down. There's boning in here, so I have to go in, open it up, and take out or cut down some of the boning. So that's a bit of a pain, and it's super tight, so I'm gonna have to put eyelets here just to be careful because I don't want it to bust open in the back. But I wanted it to be really tight, like fitted and like just the shape of my body. I made these gloves and this one legging, which needs to be dyed, and then these over gloves that also needs to be dyed. I just couldn't find the fabric for this that matched this, so I'm gonna dye it. I have some pink dye and some orange dye, and hopefully it works out, because hopefully it works out. I know I probably should have dyed it before I put it together, but I didn't, so that is what it is. But here's how this kind of looks. I'm probably gonna sew it a little bit so it'll be fit better. Same with this one, just taking it in. I was gonna take in the white gloves too, but since I'm wearing these on top of it, I don't think it matters. It's just a little baggy right here. It sucks with gloves because I have long fingers, but they're bony, so it's like have to choose a longer pattern, but then it makes it like kind of wide. So it's just a little baggy in here. So that is what I have for this. If you like this video, I'll make more as I like updates on this costume. I do want to try and do a DIY this week, something small, but we'll see. I hope you like this video. If not, give me a thumbs down. Just kidding. Alright, till next time.